Well, good afternoon. I am Joe Libby. I am here in sunny Texas, and I am over in Oregon, talking to Aaron Hogan, or UberGeek Errin, as many call him. He is a performer, a producer, a director, and a consultant to nonprofit organizations and micro business teams, 1 to 5 member teams, so you want to think same budget, and has been for over 20 years. His expertise is in leveraging the power of entertainment for helping people to tell their story in any media. Aaron, it's great talking to you this afternoon.
Thanks for having me here today. I appreciate it.
You bet. So I wanted to start off by asking you what in your estimation is the number one issue facing all businesses in the world today?
That's a great question. You know, if I were to sum it up, in every time that I sit down talking in the consulting environment, we keep coming back to the concept of attention. When we look back over the last 50 years, we see that attention, the family, the Fickles, if you will, used to sit together around the television and watch one show. Fast forward 50 years, and they're scattering their attention everywhere.
Yeah.
And so marketers argue somewhere between 1,000 and 4,000, up to 4,000 marketing messages every single day are impacting us here in our Western culture. So let's go to the conservative number of over 1,000 messages. What we're talking about are things like the subject line of an email, the billboard as you drive down the freeway, commercials on your television show in the first few seconds of those commercials, the headline of articles that you see on websites, the title of a YouTube video, the first sentence or two of a Facebook post, et cetera, junk mail, all these different things are wanting us to give more attention. And so that's why we talk about the idea of it used to be a commodity and now it's a scarce economic resource, because there's just such a demand for our attention. That happens within the context of we already have a business relationship with somebody. When we go to tell our story again, we start over with that same process. And there actually is a process. In our work, we call it 3D pathway, or 3DP for short. And it just helps explain those 3 seconds buys you 30 seconds. And then they give you another emotional yes or no, and that buys you 3 minutes. And they give you another emotional yes or no, and that buys you 30 minutes, et cetera. But attention is the number one challenge in the business world today.
I know that's very, very true. And I also know that you like talking about the most influential 30 square miles of real estate on the planet. And so I'm wondering if you could, first of all, elaborate on what that parcel of real estate is, and then how a business owner can leverage the insights of that parcel of real estate in order to grow his business bottom line.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you, if my kids answer that question, they would say that it's farming. Whether it's Farmville or Disney Infinity or any of the games you can do farming. The reality is, though, when we're talking about that parcel, we really are talking about the 30 miles. It's called the TMZ, or the 30-mile zone, which is a region of major entertainment businesses and real estate around Hollywood, California, USA.
Mm-hmm. So
it's the entertainment industry, and we break that down predominantly as movies and television. However, anything that supports that, so you can say the music industry, what's exploding in digital video or digital studios, direct distribution online. At the end of the day, Hollywood leads the world as a thought leader, and it's either directly or indirectly in the economies and the worldviews of people.
Yeah.
So ultimately, when we're talking about this, we say entertainment in generic sense. I take it a step further in languaging and teaching. Entertainment storytelling, and storytelling is the key here, is understanding the structure of story, why story works, whether it's in the spoken word, written word, or visual word, if you will.
Right. And can you explain what you would say is the single most important insight that you could give to a business owner regarding the putting your eggs all in one basket method of investing for tomorrow?
Yeah, understanding what we first talked about when it comes to attention, and then taking that a step further, as attention is really the first part of storytelling. Storytelling is the engagement structure where you're engaging the imagination, engaging the curiosity, engaging the wonder, engaging the number one FM frequency that anyone in the world still today tunes into. That number one frequency is WIIFM, which stands for what's in it for me. And through all storytelling, through all endeavors that we're trying to connect with, people are constantly bringing that back to their own lives, their own businesses, their own organizations, their own culture, their own political persuasions, et cetera, et cetera. We're constantly coming back to this filter of storytelling. And so if I were to describe the single most important insight that you could invest in your business today, it's a concept that we teach that's called short theory. And I've talked about this for years. It's kind of hard at first to kind of wrap your mind around the focal difference, because at the end of the day, most of us, when we're a performer, when we're a salesperson, when we're a business owner, we think of our product or service as the primary focal point. In the Western world, since we read left to right, if you were to draw on a piece of paper and on the left-hand side of the paper you put an X, then you go forward several inches and you draw a circle, and then you go forward even farther and put a little arrow at the end of it. This is how you can illustrate short theory real easily in your mind. And the idea behind this is that you would, in that circle, put the name of your product, put the name of your service, put the name of your business. And most businesses today put 100% of their energy into that. So I'm going to relate it to a live magic show. I've been a magician for over 30 years now. And when performers are designing shows, they're thinking of it in the context of 45 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, and that's what the audience experiences. And so they put 100% of their eggs into the basket of that 90 minutes. When in fact, if we look at storytelling not from the storyteller's perspective, but from the listener's perspective, the one that's engaging with you, we're thinking of them first. And they think of them first. That's what the whole WIIFM is about. Because they're thinking of themselves first, they're not really worried about all the energy that you put into the show. They want to enjoy whatever they're going to enjoy and experience it, but they're not really worried about that. So that X that I told you to draw on the paper, when you first see that, that's the moment that they conceive of interacting with your show and attending your show. And from that moment until the curtain rises or you step onto stage and say your first line is everything that's before. So all that storytelling, all that anticipation, from a performer's perspective, that would be show tickets. That would be spoken word of mouth advertising. That would be flyers, posters, maybe even products in the lobby where they're selling T-shirts, etc. Everything that tells the story before you step on the stage. Then you have your product or service. You have your event. You have your experience that you're used to putting 100% of your energy into. Well, once that's done and you're stepping off stage, from that point forward on the circle out to that little arrow is everything after that point in the rest of their lives. And the reality is this part and this part, rather than this little tiny part, is much longer in their life. And so the show itself is the shortest thing. Your product or service is the shortest thing. So the number one thing that we advocate is understanding short theory, is what we call it. And the key to short theory is really an others-oriented approach to your business or to your storytelling efforts. And it's how you're bringing value to their life so that that brand experience, that product experience, that service experience can expand to fulfill them rather than just the brand that you have, just the experience that you have. Does that make sense conceptually?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's fascinating stuff, and I want to thank you for sharing some of those insights with us today.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for having me here today. I hope everyone has a great time, and we'll connect again soon.
You bet. Thanks, Errin. Have a great day.
Thanks. Who else wants to help more people than you ever have before while making more money in the process for helping others? Well, now you can. And I have a confession to make. They laughed when I said I could take 25 plus years of experience and practically teach it in less than 24 hours. But then, when I started showing them how to close significantly higher percentage of sales leads, they begged me for my secrets. Good news, you can learn these secrets too. Introducing the Studio Secrets Alpha Experience. How to lights, camera, action your way to the bank. You know, Peter Drucker, the recognized godfather of modern day business management success, tells us that prescription minus diagnosis equals malpractice. You know what that means to you is if you don't truly know the problem, you'll likely never be able to find the proven, powerful solution you need most. not just some sexy new magic marketing band-aid, from being shot in the foot from all that magic bullet marketing guruism that's going on in the world today. Oh, ouch, yuck. No, you need solid, sound solutions that get real proven results for you, your family, your growing business success, to do what you love and get paid well to do it kind of lifestyle things, right? Too often, life, like business, just doesn't work out that way though, does it? You know, as high as 70% of businesses, at least as best as I can confirm, either way, it's just way too many. 78% of businesses that die a terrible death within the first 2 to 5 years of their starting, and many families along with it. That is flat out unacceptable. You know, participating in my closed door 8-week alpha event, you'll walk away with some key insights. Big picture, little picture. You'll be able to realistically plan and call action on your own masterpiece of a business vision and increase your bottom line tenfold in the process. You'll slay the beast. You'll know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you will slay the multitasking monster and transform your choices and actions for massive results when it comes to accomplishing your goals through massive action. You'll own the agency. You're going to discover how to assemble your very own creative agency in a box and blow the doors off your audience's expectations while fully living the no excuse success creed. This alone can transform your business for decades to come. Once upon a time, and why this introduction is absolutely part of the DNA of what you're trying to accomplish with your products and services, and specifically in getting them to know, like, trust, and ultimately do business with you. Here's where the lights, camera, action part comes into place for you. You're about to get your very own top secret backstage pass. And what this means for you is you'll gain a top secret look behind the magic curtain and discover the outrageous, never before revealed, insider, proven, powerful principles used by the entertainment industry marketing machine and genius executives to promote, persuade, and profit wildly, even in a questionable economy, year in, year out. The untold secret is the multi-million-dollar money-making and marketing success machine in the entertainment industry does things very differently than any other business or industry. And no matter what everyone else is doing, the entertainment industry is still the #1 success-producing business model on the planet. And you did hear that right, on the planet. Cultures, communities, cities, industries across the world, the entertainment industry continues to do that worldwide. There is a reason for that. No, actually, there is a method for that. The best news is these little-known methods are duplicatable for you and your business success if you know what they are and how to apply them. And it can all be taught, shared, and transferred in 8 weekly sessions and a 24/7 closed-door access to an Ask Me Anything group where you can post real-world questions and ideas that you're needing to address during our time together. So again, the first 4 weeks, we're going to cover these topics, 1 per week: big picture and little picture, slay the beast, own the agency, and once upon a time. And once you're on your way to mastering these insider insights, you'll then have an additional 4 weeks of access to a hot seat style Ask Me Anything session, where you can sign up to be in the hot seat during that week's live event, and we'll deal with real-world questions and challenges facing your business growth. Oh yeah, and do you want to know the best part? Because you'll be amongst the first people to have access to these insights outside of my private one-on-one consulting efforts, you won't have to pay the $5,000 plus that others will be investing for similar access in the not-too-distant future. You won't even have to pay my hourly rates that many countless other nonprofit and micro-business teams, think 1 to 5 members, have paid over the past 15 plus years. You won't even have to make multiple payments because you'll be able to get all this for one low price. Are you ready for your close-up? You're about to learn what the entertainment industry does not want you to know. And this applies to your efforts, especially if you're outside of the industry. Because you're going to gain an unfair advantage over a huge portion of the businesses out there when you learn these tactics, tools, and insights. If you are ready to confirm your seat in this limited alpha experience, then click on the reservation form button below. If you're not ready, that's okay. We're also offering a free one-on-one consulting session where you can ask your top 3 questions and get personalized insights. If you'd like to do this, use the same reservation form, and when you fill in the form, you'll see it as the second option. Either way, we have a limited number of seats or a limited number of appointment times, so you will need to act fast to make sure you're able to take advantage of this amazing offer. If you haven't already, look under this webinar's video player, and you'll find the Offers tab. Click on it, then look down the page just a bit, and click on the blue button that says, "Yes, I'm ready to reserve my seat or appointment." This will take you to the reservation page where you can confirm your selection. Well, thank you for investing a few moments with us today, and we're looking forward to interacting with you soon. This has been Errin, UberGeek Hogan. Talk to you soon.